Back inside Comerica Theater, Phoenix, Arizona, World Series of Fighting 25 as we get set for semifinal number 1. João Zeferino, the 29-year-old out of Brazil, 5'11", 156, and there you see his reach. Jorge Patino, 42 years of age, 5'8", 154, and a 69-inch reach. And more on Patino and how he got here. Very interesting. 10-point must system is in effect based on effective striking, grappling aggression, and of course cage control. There are no knees or kicks to the head or grounded opponent, and no elbows until the final. So this one will be scheduled for 3 rounds. Their quarterfinal was just 2 rounds. If you win this one, it goes the distance, and then you get to the final. You're looking at another potential 3 rounds. So 8 rounds in total, a possibility tonight. And the lovely Andrea gets us started tonight here. Semifinal number 1. This is Brazil on Brazil with Patino and Zeferino all fighting to get a chance to get to the main event tonight.
What a great story Patino already is, Todd. He got beat an hour ago. His opponent could not move on through the tournament, and he's been brought back through. And I'll tell you what, even in defeat, he looked fantastic. He had a power advantage, and he's an excellent submission artist.
Here's the difference, though. Patino goes 2 rounds with Islam Mamedov, and you can see on his face he took a little punishment in that first round, but he gets new life because Mamedov, a potentially torn ACL, he is on his way to the hospital to have that checked out, so he gets notified, no, you're not out, you're back in, so recoup mentally and physically, and now you get to go against João Zeferino, fellow Brazilian.
Now look, technique for technique, you would rather have Zeferino's skills.
Yeah.
He's a little younger, he's a little bit quicker, but Patino is more powerful, and when these guys lock up, the viewers at home are going to see what I mean. He is much more powerful, and the reason that becomes relevant, that power usually fades out in an MMA fight. This is only a 2-round situation. That means that power comes in very handy. Is it enough? Let's see.
Zeferino in the quarterfinals, quarterfinal 3, faced off against a very explosive Brian Foster, and that one ended quickly when Zeferino got him in that leg lock, put the pressure to the knee, and Foster had no choice to tap. But Foster gets new life because of the injury to Mike Ricci. He can't go, so Foster is in. And look at Jorge Patino. How would it be if Patino at 42 years of age could come back and get a shot? But once again, Zeferino going to the leg.
This is a leg lock. He finished Brian Foster with his hit move.
Again. In the first round, João Zeferino does it again.
Wow. That is not easy to do. To submit Jorge Patino is not something that I thought was likely to happen in that fight. That is the same technique that Zeferino used earlier in the evening. For people just tuning in, Todd, we started with a quarterfinal. Now we are live, beginning at the semifinals.
Yep.
These guys have already fought once tonight. That's what I'm referring to. For those of our fans that followed us on the World Series of Fighting.com know what I'm talking about, but that is the same technique, and that's very scary to the guys in the back. That's a very vulnerable position that you do not want to be stuck in. Now that he's done it twice in a row, now that we're starting to see this is his bread and butter position, that is in everybody's head that's got to potentially face him later tonight.
Including Justin Gaethje, the reigning lightweight champion who is sitting cage side. Let's go back and watch this again. And early on, Patino coming forward, but he gets that leg caught, and Zeferino locks onto that thing. He trains under our good friend Renzo Gracie, MMA Church Street, and that's all it needed.
Yeah, right here, he's looking for it. He eventually transitions back. When he grabs that heel, he cannot tap quick enough. That is an extremely vulnerable position. This is a very, very scary technique by Zeferino. And apparently, he is very, very good at it, because that's 2 for 2 in the last 60 minutes, Todd.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight ends with a tap out due to a heel hook at 1 minute 24 seconds of round number 1. Your winner, advancing to the finals of the 8-man lightweight tournament, João, the Brazilian Samurai Zeferino.